I was a jazz drummer and I wanted to go to America, so I found out British Airways were just starting to fly to America, and it was like 14-hour flight, 3 days off in New York, back to London, 3 days off in London. So I saw this as a great transatlantic jazz drummer's new career.
Right.
So they said, if you take a job there at British Airways, you stand a better chance of becoming a steward. So I took a job in the photographic unit. I'd come out of the army by this time, and I was playing in London jazz clubs before. So I took this job, and they gave me homework, and I had to go down to the airport shooting people saying goodbye and crying and all this stuff, and doing reportage. And I accidentally took a picture of a man in a pinstripe suit surrounded by African chieftains, and he'd fallen asleep. Anyway, it turned out to be Rab Butler, who was the English Foreign Secretary. And a reporter saw me and said, "Oh, my editor would like to see this picture, can you give me the film?" So he said, "Ring him up at 6 o'clock and he'll tell you if he wants it." And he did, and he said, "I also like your approach to photography," because I was using 35mm. And he said, "I'd like you to work every Saturday for me at the airport, just doing what you're doing, just take all these type of pictures. Because they're all candid, you know, interesting shots." So that was the start, and then I got a chance to work on a national newspaper, and I took that, and you know, it's something. I told the picture editor I didn't know what I was doing, because I never knew what I was doing. It was just like a game to me.
Right.
And I went on a newspaper, and they said, "Oh, we want you to photograph pop group. There's these groups starting up, and we want to be the first paper to shoot a pop group." So I went down there, it turned out to be the Beatles. They just made this record, Please Please Me. And that was the start of my career. I did more and more of that and less of the drumming. So suddenly I picked it up, and suddenly I had a whole new career.
And you stuck with the movie stars and the pop stars all your career?
Yeah, because I was young, I suppose. That's why they put me on the thing, and I photographed all the people who made the 60s, like Bailey at work and all it, you know, and it's all really paid off in the end.
And you originally came from Cork originally, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I was conceived in Kinsale.
You were conceived in Kinsale.
My parents are from Cork. My father's from Blarney Street here, and my mother's from Waterford. And I was conceived on their honeymoon in Dingle and born in England. So I was born a Cockney. It's weird.
And are you still working, Terry? Are you still working all the time?
No, I do odd jobs for friends, Eric Clapton or somebody if they need pictures.
Right.
But I don't. I mean, there's nobody I want to photograph anymore. I've done all the people. You know, I've done.
You've done the iconic figures.
Yeah, and there's nobody who lives up to them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Terry.
All right, thank you.
Very good. Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot.